Ever heard about Mr. and Mrs. Twit? Of course, if I tell you the story, you would never, ever in your life want to meet them. Hi everyone, it's Elle, the storyteller, and today we'll talk about an amazing storybook called The Twits, written by ROALD DAHL and illustrated by Quentin Blake. The characters in the storybook are Mr. Twit, Mrs. Twit, the roly-poly bird, and the Mugwump family. There are two old disgusting hags, two old disgusting couple that lived a long time ago. First of all, let's talk about Mr. Twit. You would never want to see Mr. Twit in your life. In his 60s, he was a very, very, very old and disgusting twit. When he was born, he was a twit. And now, when he was when 70 or 60, he's a very big twit. As you can see, he has hair over his face except for his eyes and his mouth and nose. When he eats, the disgusting part when he eats, the thing sticks into his beard. And sometimes leftovers can be inside his hairy face, like cornflakes, tinted sardines, spaghetti, any food you name it is inside his beard. He was a very nasty old hag, Mrs. Twit. She was no better than her husband. Of course, I wish she had a hairy face because she was so ugly. The funniest part is that when she was a little bit younger, she was so beautiful. But why? She had very, ugly thoughts in her head, and it continued and showed on her face, which is very ugly. When you have good thoughts, it will show on your face. Be beautiful and glamorous like me. If you want that to happen, think good thoughts about yourself. Then Mrs. Twit had a glass eye, which we'll hear instead of the same play the second eye is. They always played nasty tricks on each other, and then they had this Mugwump monkeys. Mr. and Mrs. Twit were before they were circus people in the olden days, before they retired. But Mr. Twit still adopted monkeys from Africa and started using them for the upside down trick, which later Mugwump and his family suffered from it. So they did a plan. Mugwump, which was the father of the family, decided to use his smarts to trick them. And later, after his intelligent trick, the upside down house, Mr. and Mrs. Twit began to have the shrinks. Do you know what the shrink is? It's when your head turns into your neck, then your neck turns into your body, then your body turns into your legs, then your legs turn into your toes, and then nothing left of you, only your clothes and bundle of shoes. This happened to Mr. and Mrs. Twit. That was the end. Everyone was so happy. I wish I would see that disgusting old hags die. Well, that's the end. The moral of the story is, what goes around comes around. If you think good thoughts, then you look fabulous. But if you think bad thoughts, you look very ugly. If you're watching me for the first time, this is Anna, the storyteller, and please don't forget to like, share, and comment so you can enjoy more stories that you and your child would enjoy for the rest of the time.